Action.
Please feel free to come up and visit the casket and say your last goodbyes to Suzy.
We'll visit it this way.
Nope.
I think that's what it says here.
No, that's crazy.
This looks like it. 'Cause this...
Here's some of Suzy's favourite food and fodder, which will be going into the ground with her. Can I find out who has any things to say, just so that for the programming?
Anything to say?
Danny, have you got any words to say?
I don't have anything prepared.
Or a poem or a song? Or a eulogy? Okay, what about Jessie? Would you like to say yours, or do you not want to?
I can say it.
You want me to say it
What?
now? Now?
No, I'm just asking so that to know what we have lined up.
Yes. Yes, and then I also have one sentence that
One of Susie's 3 mothers. And
Is that
also
a yes?
my mother. Yes. Yes.
Okay. Molly, have you got anything?
I don't have anything to say.
What about Chris?
I haven't got anything to say either. If something comes to me, I'll blurt it out at a random point.
Okay. Denai, have you got anything to say?
I didn't know Suzy very well, so I'm a bit of an observer.
Okay. Who else?
Spotlighting it.
Charlie, you'll say something, won't you?
I can say a quick few words.
Okay. Chris and Molly, I think that one of you should say something, because you had her for, like, this probably the second longest time.
Yeah, Molly will say something.
Chris really wants to say something.
We'll say it together.
Okay, well, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
I'd like to do a performance of a song later, if that's all right.
Yeah, okay. Oh.
So professional. Screen obviously. Stare a corpse so long. No, I like this. It's action.
greenery.
That's
my mum's basket that she did, isn't it?
That's a bag.
There's the berries.
Some berries, some shrubbage.
That's the compost bin.
Mmm.
Danny, can I just confirm that we're recording?
Yeah, we are recording.
And have you got it on the speaking person is on the frame?
Well, the problem with that is this one where we can see all of you doesn't seem to be picking up. When I go on that, it goes on just the close-up of the coffin. But I've got it so it's spotlighting. I'm just like kind of live switching between spotlights of videos.
Oh, okay.
Trust me,
all right, then.
It looks great.
There's a nice bird song there in the background.
Very nice.
Yeah.
So nobody looked at the songs.
I looked.
We looked.
Yeah, I
Looked.
I didn't
No,
look. I
We
didn't.
went on it and it was just very irritating.
Oh
I
dear.
didn't click on the YouTube link. I looked at the lyrics.
I looked at the lyrics. I'm not entirely sure of the tune. No.
I'm not entirely sure of the tone, to be honest.
Oh, here's the YouTube link.
I think it's good. This
Personally.
is a celebration, you know. All right. Well, we'll just get there when we do. So, we're gathered here today to celebrate the life of Suzy Williams Burger Harper Sturgeon Haywood Potter, the hamster who touched the lives of many on her travels and by way of changing keepers with her cute little face and adventurous, often in her youth, death-defying antics. She lived to a ripe old age of roughly 3 years old, possibly, or at least 2.5, being discovered and adopted mid to late 2017 by Jessie on the cusp of being sent back to the breeders, but already being almost too old for that particular orphanage. And she died on the 1st of May 2020, just 2 days ago. Jessie, would you like to say a few words about Suzy as you were her original teacher?
I will read out something I wrote for the funeral. I'll never forget this day Suzy came into my life. Walking down Gloucester Road, I got the urge to go into the pet shop just for a look, and there she was with all her siblings. I was in love. And then later, Molly and my mum went to collect her. She and her family were almost too old, and we were going to be shipped away, I guess to become snake food or something similar. So I just had to take her. I took her home in a cardboard box, inside a cardboard box, and as we walked up the road, she had cleverly chewed her way out of the first box and poked her head out of the outer box. Luckily, she didn't escape, and that was the start of our new life together. Suzy was a calm and gentle hamster. She didn't bite even when she was a baby, and she helped me through a breakup. What a beautiful companion. Suzy was perhaps one of the most travelled hamsters in England. One Christmas, she went from the Forest of Dean to Worcestershire to Wales all in one day. She was very adventurous, but showed that she was happy with her home, going for adventures under the floorboards, scaring her mum, and causing much anxiety. But then she would always turn up around 2 a.m. covered in dust and smelling of her untold endeavours. I still wonder what she found to nibble and sniff at during these explorations. She would then get back into her cage for a well-earned nap, sometimes of her own accord. I could watch her for hours and never lost my amusement of watching her stuff an incredible amount of bedding and food into her cheek pouches. One of my fondest memories is watching her as she held food in her tiny hamster mitts and fell asleep mid-feed to then wake up and continue eating. At that point in time, I too would fall asleep with Chris next to me and wake up, have a snack, and fall back asleep, like mother, like daughter. I will be forever grateful for my friends and family for looking after her with such love whilst I was unable to. I can't believe how much love I felt for you, Suzy, and I'm so happy that others shared in this love and celebration of your life. Rest in peace. Amen.
Beautiful. Thank you, Jessie. And is there anybody else who would like to say anything, Chris and Molly, in memory of Suzy?
Oh, yes. The hamster.
Suzy.
Suzy, yeah, we got her from Jessie. And I think we gave it to Lee afterwards, didn't we?
Yeah, she lived in our spare room.
Yeah.
She had her own room in our flat.
Mm.
You abandoned her. I will never forget that.
We abandoned her.
Jessie!
Well, I think.
Big talk, Jessie.
Remember at the funeral.
Anyway, this is not the time. Yeah, we gave it to Lee.
Really like cleaning her tubes and making a big mess.
Sure did like to make a mess. She loved making a mess.
Yeah.
Aww.
Say it then. Amen.
Okay, well, I remember Suzy from from, what am I talking about? Suzy has been a great addition to my life. She's really made me think about the fragility and temporary nature of existence, as well as just providing a great source of amusement on many days when I'd watch her crawling upside down on the top of the cage and then falling all the way down to the bottom, and I'd be like, Suzy, surely that really hurts you, but then she'd just climb back up and do it again. Even though, unbeknownst to her, I guess, she was always going to be kept in a cage. But I would like to think that it was a nice cage, and I did my best to make it the most fun with all the tubes and that. When I was little, I liked tubes and crawling through them. But when she got a bit older, she didn't like crawling through the tubes so much, and she chilled out, and it was really nice to see, really inspiring and insightful to see her progress through the stages gracefully and live a long, full hamster life. So I'll miss Suzy, and I'm glad that she finally found someone who would love her and look after her until her dying day, which nobody else wanted to do. Right. Charlie, did you have
That's
Did
some
you have-
snarky camera work.
Did anybody else have any eulogy?
I can read out my poem.
Charlie, do you have something or no?
I can say just a quick thing, I suppose. So me and Suzy didn't know each other very well. Unfortunately, it sounds like she was a real great pal, and it's a shame I didn't get to know her better. But I had to come and keep her mum company, didn't I? So she stayed with me for about a week, and she liked all scrobbling about and that was entertaining. And one of my fondest memory is when we made the whole living room into a crazy hamster obstacle course. And then I lost her for just like 10 seconds, but then I found her again. And sorry to see you go. Hope you find lots of real nice things to sniff and mess up in the hamster afterlife. Amen.
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 That was very touching. Thank you, Charlie.
Can I just say
Right.
Lee?
Yeah.
Sorry, my mum also, I spoke to her on the phone, and she also wanted to say something as well.
Oh, okay.
I forgot most of it, so I'll just
Just give you the gist.
What did she
Yeah.
say? So Anna Williams, Mummy Anna, she said that Suzy was a grand old lady who was loved by many, and a few more words, but I don't remember them. But she was very loved by my mum as well.
Oh.
Oh,
Amen.
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 Shall I do my song now?
Oh, no. Now it's time for the hamster song. So, I suppose, Danny, on like another device or screen, could you get that up, and everybody will have to look at the words from the program and just try your best.
What about Rosie's
What about
poem?
Rosie's poem?
It's a hamster.
Yeah, the song. Yeah, there's the song, and then there's people's songs and poems.
Ah.
Right.
Okay, sorry.
It's okay. It's all on the program, though.
Yeah,
The program has Rosie's poem first, though.
Oh well, that's just like a nice thing to lead you into the you know, that's decorative. But her saying the poem falls in the program
Yeah.
within.
Okay,
Yeah, it's true.
it's true. Sorry.
It's okay.
Okay, are we ready?
Yeah.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Can you all hear that?
If the hamster
Yeah.
crawls
Yeah.
under the sofa, squish, 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 squish,
Squish,
squish,
squish,
poor
squish, squish,
hamster.
poor hamster.
If the hamster crawls into the
Falls into the
skillet,
skillet.
oh, that might kill
Kill
it.
That might
Poor
kill
it.
hamster,
it.
poor hamster. Why must your life be
Must your
so
life be so
tough?
Be
tough?
so
Poor
tough.
hamster,
Poor hamster.
poor
Poor hamster.
hamster. How you put up with this
How do you put
This
up with
stuff?
this
stuff.
stuff?
If the
With this
hamster
stuff.
crawls into the
To
microwave,
the microwave.
hard to
What you
say. If the
say?
hamster falls into the
Falls into the
Into the
toilet,
toilet.
that'll
That'll
spoil it.
spoil
Poor
it.
hamster, poor
Poor
hamster. Why
hamster.
must your
Why
life be
must
so
your life be
Your
so
life
tough?
be so
Poor
tough?
tough.
hamster, poor hamster. How you put up
How'd you
with
put
this
How'd
up
you put up with this
stuff?
stuff?
If the hamster should meet
Hamster
Schwarzenegger, hamster la
Schwarzenegger.
vista, poor
Hasta la vista.
hamster. If there's too many beans in
many
this
beans in her
diet,
diet?
I wouldn't try it. Poor
Diet.
hamster, poor hamster. Why must your life be so
Be
tough?
so
Poor
tough.
hamster, poor hamster. How you put up with this
Put up with this
stuff?
stuff.
If the hamster meets a
Hamster meets
hamster
a hamster
girly,
The
girly.
lots of little hamsters.
little
If the
hamster.
hamster is caught playing with
Playing with
fireworks,
fireworks.
Guantanamo Bay for the
But
hamster. Poor hamster, poor hamster. Why must your life be so tough?
be so
Poor hamster, poor hamster. How do you put up with this
What do you put up with this
stuff?
stuff?
If the hamster goes into the shower,
Goes into the shower.
psycho hamster.
Hamster.
If the hamster survives another hour,
Survives another hour.
bravo hamster. Poor
Bravo
hamster,
hamster. What?
poor hamster. Why must your life be so tough? Poor hamster, poor hamster. How you put up with this stuff? Poor hamster, poor hamster. Why must your life be so tough? Poor hamster, poor hamster. How you put up with this stuff?
With this stuff. With this stuff.
Wait.
Well done, guys.
Oh, hamster!
Wait.
Poor hamster, poor hamster. Looks like you just had enough.
Enough. Oh no. That was very
Well done,
moving.
everybody.
An appropriate and touching tribute.
I thought so. Okay. Now it's time for other people's attendees' poems, songs, or works of art. Rosie, would you like to start us off?
Yeah. Okay.
Shall I put the words on the screen? Okay. Well, you're not off book yet then? Okay, here we go. Oh,
Okay. Hey little hamster, you are so furry and cute. I thought you'd squeak, but you're merely a mute. Scratch, nibble and shuffle, you roam around your cage. We are so alike, I think we're on the same page. A little cardboard den is where you may sleep. Night night hammy, squeak squeak.
Aww.
Squeak, squeak.
Squeak, squeak.
Squeak, squeak.
Squeak, squeak.
I suppose I'll do my poem next, which I wrote very quickly just this morning. Susie, I'll tell you what it is. Susie cute, Susie fun, Susie make my life begun. Susie climb, Susie fall, Susie help me love it all. Thank you, Susie, for your love, which although passive, lift us all up. Strong and fearless in so many ways, that you yourself help wild days. Delicate and cute, even still, from the quietest peace to the most reckless thrill.
Aww, squeak, squeak.
Squeak,
Very
squeak.
professional.
Squeak.
Carry on.
Danny, you have a song.
Yeah. Okay.
Do an interrupted dance. Do an impression.
Hi. I had Susie living in my house for a week or so, and I thought it would be appropriate to sing her favourite song. Is the Hamster Dance by Hammy and the Hamsters. A da dee dee da dee da do do dee da dee da do diddle dee da dee da do da dee da dee da do do dee da dee da do diddle dee da dee da do. 1, 2, 3. Da dee da dee da do do dee da dee da do diddle dee da dee da do. Thank you. Thanks a lot, everyone.
It was so touching.
Okay, are there any more verses or songs or works that people have prepared, or that somebody would like to just ad lib?
No tar.
Okay. What's next on the programme? Burial.
Okay then.
Are we done with all the items? Is it burial time?
Let me. I'll just.
I think it is.
We've got the river.
Oh yeah, we've got the song in the round.
Oh yeah.
Oh God, yeah, of
It
course.
says here that the burial comes first.
Oh. Yeah. Okay. Well, it's burial. This is look. There's a nice little. Look at this lovely little. Little flower.
Oh.
Okay.
Aww.
Are those packing peanuts?
No, they're her. That's like her bedding. Has everybody had a good look at Susie? Was this the last time you'll ever get to see her in real life?
A little longer, please.
Okay.
Bye, Susie.
Bye, Susie.
Hi, Susie.
Bye,
Squeak, squeak.
Susie.
Squeak, squeak.
Squeak,
Squeak,
squeak.
Okay.
It's odd.
Do the poem.
Oh, she doesn't want to go. There we go. Okay. La 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 la.
What's this song? You should do the funeral march. Aww.
Oh, picture of
Hopefully it's deep enough. It'll be all right. It's by a tree. No one's going to dig here. There's a lot of roots here from this plum tree. Well, and other stuff and weeds, but also the plum tree. So one day she'll turn into plums.
Oh.
Suzy plums. Put this in, shall I?
Like plums, Lee.
Pardon?
Did she ever eat a plum?
Yeah, she loved plums.
Aww.
They were her favourite.
Yeah.
Some of those corns might grow.
No, they won't. They're really dry.
What's that?
This is some stuff. Hamster
Hey.
stuff.
Otter
Hamster
I know.
bedding.
Oh, and also, I forgot to show you, there's mixed in with the hamster stuff. There's her favourite little hamster chocolates.
Oh.
Just cover it up, just for the.
Did you dig that hole with your hands?
No.
It looks mental.
Oh no! I get the plastic out.
It's like a man scrabbling around in the bushes.
just in a long black coat.
I'm going to think you're robbing the grave, not planting the grave.
I'll fill it in more, like in a minute. I mean, like after. Now what? So.
You smell me. Really smell.
Oh, yeah.
It's probably a bit too close.
There we go. Right.
It went in too hard. I should probably wash this. Plan to never take it off again. I should hand wash it.
Right. Does everybody know the river is flowing?
No.
Yeah.
Okay, it goes. The river is flowing, flowing and growing. The river is flowing down to the sea. Mother, carry me, your child I shall always be. Mother Earth, carry me down to the sea. Oh, you can say back if you or down. I know it's down, but it seems like it's back to the sea. So either is okay. So do you want to try it? A zoom round? That might be interesting.
Yeah, give it a shot.
Has everybody got the lyrics in front of them if they don't know it in their head?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll start.
Must be a hippie thing.
I'll start. Who's going to go second?
Oh, what?
Who's going to go second? Danny, do you want to go second?
Yeah, we'll go second.
Okay. Who's going to go third? Jessie and Charlie, you want to go third?
Yeah.
Okay, and then Chris and Molly. you go.
When Danny gets to
Yeah.
Mother Earth, we start the river.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, Denai, I guess you can start with me because I think there's only
Okay.
4.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's
What about
have a go.
Alicia?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Sorry, I
So
can't
you
see
could do it
people.
with us.
Well, shall I start with Denai?
Yeah. Okay. We'll all do the start one.
Okay.
Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. The river is flowing, flowing and
flowing and growing. The river is flowing,
down to the sea.
The
Mother
river is flowing,
Oh no.
flowing and
No, it's
growing.
with
The
Hamster.
river is flowing down
down
to
to
the
the
sea.
The
Mother of
river is
carry me, a
flowing,
child I
flowing
will
and
always be.
growing. The
Mother
river
of
is
carry
flowing
me
down
back
to
to
the
the
sea.
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 The
Mother of
river is
carry me,
flowing,
child I will
flowing
always
and
be.
growing. The
Carry
river
me
is
down to the
flowing
sea.
down to the
Down to
sea.
the
Mother
Mother
sea.
of carry me, a
River is
child I will
flowing,
always be.
of
Mother of carry
the
me
back
down
river
to
to the
sea.
sea.
down to the sea. Mother of carry
Carry me,
Well
Mother
done.
of
carry me back to the sea.
well done, everybody. Um,
You get
ah,
Hamster.
well, that concludes Susie's funeral.
Wow.
Any discussions or final memories of Susie, or just to connect with each other as Susie brought us together in life? So, unfortunately, death.
All right.
Right.
Bye, Susie.
Bye, Susie.
Bye,
Bye,
Susie.
Bye,
Susie.
Susie.
Bye, Susie.
It's now it's
Bye.
the wait.
Squeak.
Squeak, squeak.
I would just like to say thank you to Lee for looking after Susie so well and providing such a loving home,
Yeah.
and also providing such a lovely funeral for her.
Yeah.
A lot of effort. Yes. I think
Yeah, well
it's
done,
everything
Lee.
she deserved. She was such a good hamster. Squeak, squeak. Squeak, squeak.